We're a little late to the party, but we're so excited to finally bring you guys a really nice gaming PC featuring the Intel Arc B580.
We love budget GPUs here at the Toasty Bros, and we're excited to build a PC for $768 featuring the Ryzen 5 7600X and the B580, and we're going to show you how you can save some money on this PC build with today's video sponsor, Newegg, and all the deals they're currently running on PC hardware. We managed to take advantage of an awesome deal, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, but yeah, let's talk about all the deals Newegg has right now. Big shout out again to Newegg for sponsoring this video. Newegg has been our go-to option for online PC hardware deals since we started this YouTube channel. I even planned my first gaming PC using Newegg and all the deals that they have to offer on PC components, and more recently they've had a lot more good deals on monitors, keyboards, mice, and so much more. Today we're building an $800 gaming PC around the Intel Arc B580, and Newegg is the best way to not only get this awesome new graphics card, but the rest of the PC parts for this build as well, especially during their holiday sales. To learn more and build a gaming PC using Newegg today, which we highly suggest to save the most money, check the links in the description down below. They are the OG for PC builds, and you should always be checking Newegg when planning your next gaming PC. Big thanks again to them for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back into the PC build guide, shall we?
Coming in at $195, we have the Ryzen 5 7600X. So this is a 6-core 12-thread CPU, and we love the CPU because you can substitute it and get really similar performance with the 7500F or the normal 7600 if you can't find it for this price. But the X is pretty cool because you do get some extra bass and boost frequency, so you can get even more gaming performance with this awesome graphics card. And another reason to go with the X is honestly because it comes with this free SSD from Teamgroup. So this is one of those Newegg bundle deals, which they often run on many different products. So we do really recommend keeping an eye on Newegg. But this is the MP44L. It's a Gen 4 NVMe SSD. It's going to be nice and fast, and it's going to keep all of our games stored on here. Coming in at $18, the IDCooling SE214 XT. This is an ARGB tower cooler with a 120mm fan, and we just love this cooler. We buy it for almost every budget build these days because it's pretty much all black on the top, and then the ARGB fan that's actually 4-pin PWM is really nice for getting those really good controlled fan speeds. Coming in at $130, we have the ASRock B650M Pro RS Wi-Fi. This is a micro ATX motherboard. That's a pretty good price. We got the kind of like white, black, and gray color scheme here. You can also get the non-Wi-Fi version for sometimes $10 to $20 cheaper. And one of the things I like about this board is the fact that it has a lot of upgradability. Even though it's a micro ATX board, it has 2 4-pins for the CPU, 4 RAM slots. It even has Gen 5 support. So of course it has Gen 4 support on the PCIe lane and the NVMe lanes. Now this is a really good price for some DDR5 on Newegg. This came in at $79, and this is the G.Skill Ripjaws S5, 32 gigs, dual channel, non-RGB, CL36, but it is 6,000 megahertz RAM, and yeah, I mean, that's a really good deal. Normally you were paying over $100 for this stuff like a few months ago, so I definitely suggest keeping an eye on those prices.
Now the graphics card I'm very excited to talk about. This right here is the Intel Arc B580. We got the reference model you can buy for $249, and I say buy very loosely. This card is very hard to get right now, but with today's sponsor Newegg, they're honestly the easiest way for you to get one. Funny enough, we bought one of these cards. We also had one shipped in from another company, but we also got one sent from Newegg. Shout out to Newegg for sending another B580 for another build we're going to be doing. It's not a reference card, by the way, but if you can manage to get a hold of this graphics card for $249, it's a really awesome card based on the benchmarks we've seen. It competes very nicely with the 4060 and 4060 Ti, back and forth in some games, but it's cheaper, $249. So I'm excited to see how it performs, and it comes with 12 gigs of VRAM, which I know a lot of budget gamers are looking for. This is the Segotep GN650 80+ gold power supply. I use it a lot of PC bros or PC selling business. But yeah, 650 watts is plenty for this PC build. This Intel Arc card actually does a good job being more power efficient than the previous generation based on the benchmarks we've seen. We'll test it ourselves to prove that, but 650 watts is plenty for this build. And if you want something with ATX 3.0, if you want to upgrade to NVIDIA at some point in the future, or just want a little more watts, the 750 version as well is a good option. You can get this power supply for $49. Ever since we started this YouTube channel, we've been using DIYPC cases, and it's kind of funny to see that they just keep on going. They keep making awesome cases. This right here is the N1, which copies a very popular trend right now in the PC space, but it does come with 3 RGB fans pre-installed. They claim ARGB, but I always have to look to make sure it is ARGB, but there is tempered glass all the way around. Jonah pointed out, and I even noticed this for the video, it has BTF support, which is crazy. Let's look in the back here. It looks like it's going to be a proprietary with an ARGB header. So we're probably gonna be running software for this, where we have, as long as we have 2 ARGB headers on this motherboard, we should be able to run software with the fans and the cooler, which would be pretty nice. Plenty of room in the basement here. I think we're gonna leave the fans in the default configuration because it's gonna look the best, and also we don't have the most power-hungry components in the world, so temperature should be fine. But if you wanna have the most optimal airflow, flip these two fans so it's intake and then exhaust out the rest of the build. You can run it either way you want to, but coming in around $51, this looks like a really good case. It comes in black and white. It's available on Newegg, of course, so use those links down below. But let's go ahead and build this gaming PC. I'm very excited to see what the Intel Arc B580 can do, and I think it's gonna pair very nicely with the 7600X.
All right, guys, we're finally testing the Arc B580. We're running some 1080p on the balanced preset. We're not gonna use any upscaling just yet. And then we got max FOV. We're full screen. This is Black Ops 6 Warzone. This is obviously a very demanding AAA title. And I know on like, you know, even like an A770, I feel like we would have barely gotten these results before.
Yeah, this is definitely an upgrade in the Intel department. And it feels like, again, we're in between 4060, 4060 Ti level performance.
Look, we're like sipping on power too, which is pretty crazy.
Oh
my God, there's so many. Oh my God, I probably could have gotten away there, but I just went prone instead.
That's crazy. I'm looking at, I will say, across different games, the power usage is different because we're at 99% usage right now, only pulling 96 watts.
Yeah, which is weird.
That is wild. But then when I tested other games that do go up to about 140, that seems to be the max. But that is a big improvement over a previous gen.
It is weird how we're utilizing it. It says it's the same amount, but we must not be utilizing it the same way. We're using RAM about the same as we normally would since we have 32 gigs. We're using about half of it in Warzone. CPU usage, I feel like it's about average, so it doesn't really seem like we're not having to do any handicapping here.
Nope, no weird stuff that first gen Arc had to deal with. Yeah, we're gonna focus more on 1080p with this build. We do have an upcoming build guide around $800 that will mainly test 1440. I will throw in a 1440p benchmark at the end here so you can see that as well. But especially with Intel's upscaling, I would imagine you could get close to the same results running that upscaling at 1440p if you wanted to.
Yeah, it definitely reminds me of like, I know with like the, something like the 7600 from Ryzen, we would normally say, yeah, you could definitely do some entry-level 1440p with that card. And I'd definitely say you could with this one too. I don't know, he's gonna pay for landing in my swamp. Oh my God. Who's this guy? Oh my God.
Oh, we hit those. Just enough bullets.
We do that. You're not gonna kill me with that pistol.
What is this? I've never seen it before.
All right, so we're trying out XESS, and there's like settings we've never seen before. I'm gonna try performance because that's kind of what I want. And Ultra Quality Plus sounds scary.
It's not making a major difference.
It's not, and it looks very Vaseline compared to before. You suck.
Oh! Oh! It's might be one of those where this upscaler
Oh my god,
much.
please pick up the weapon.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
No! Ah!
Ah!
Alright, we're gonna go back to no upscaling, just for sanity check. We'll see if the game still looks the same.
Quality plus was pretty close.
Yeah,
It
no,
gives you,
honestly,
like,
because I was looking at my shadow before too, and I saw it was like pixelated. Yeah, okay,
could
so
be balanced.
the upscaling is really not too bad.
It's not bad.
But we are getting close to the same FPS that we were with the
Yeah.
the ultra quality Pro Max Baymax settings.
Yes. Oh, there goes your teammate. You got this guy. Oh, wait. He's kind of a gamer.
The-
Oh!
the-
All right, guys. Well, we're in Fortnite. It's running 1080p DX11, unlimited frame rate, far reduced slow textures. It's one of those days, guys. And I just spent money on skibbity toilets. So, yeah, shout out. But I'm curious to see what the performance is going to be like. Obviously, with these settings, we're much more CPU bound, but Intel Arc has always been a little weird in Fortnite here and there. AMD has kind of been like the go-to for like really good Fortnite FPS, but we'll see if the B580 can take that crown for price and performance.
Right now, it's kind of clapping.
Right now, it's doing pretty dang good, especially on the drop, getting 200 plus FPS. We are an OG Fortnite, it can be a little bit easier to run, and I do have the skibbity toilet,
Which gives more FPS.
It definitely does.
God, look at the head moving, dude. It freaks me out.
Yeah, that's really freaking me out. Oh! Hi. Thanks.
Don't worry, they put you in a different lobby this time.
Put me in a different kind of lobby.
The lobby for the less fortunate.
Oh. Oh.
Dang!
What? To the house. This ain't gonna be a contested area, right? Oh!
Oh wow, they had the sneaks. Oh my god.
I'm done.
Optic rocket.
I'm done. But you know what? The B580 can play this game 1080p just fine. Apparently, I am in just like real gamer lobbies now. That's the problem. I'm just not good enough to handle. But 100 plus FPS, 200 at times, not too bad. We'll run a suite of other games at 1080p. I'll also throw in a 1440p game as well, but we'll do more 1440p benchmarks with our full build guide we're gonna do for the new year around this graphics card. But all in all, B580 and this combo looking pretty dang good. Let's run those benchmarks and wrap this video up real quick.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking this gaming PC with the brand new B580, and I gotta say, this thing definitely lives up to the hype. Based on all the reviews we were seeing, I wasn't really sure if some of them were just kind of gimmicky because honestly, Intel was kind of below the bar before, and now people were just excited that they were finally there, but I think they've actually far exceeded some of the competition.
For the price, if you can get this graphics card, it's a really awesome GPU, and I hope availability gets better so everyone can build gaming PCs like this with the B580. We ran a bunch of other benchmarks as well to show you what this thing can do. We ran Cyberpunk 1080p high settings. We enabled ray tracing on low settings to really see what this can do with no upscaling, and we got an average of 85 FPS, a minimum of 73, and a max of 97. Improved ray tracing with this card is shown here. Wukong at 1080p high settings with no upscaling was definitely not easy on this graphics card. We only got an average of 40 FPS with a max of 48 and a minimum of 19, which is, well, fine, but you probably want to run 1080p medium if you are going to run on this GPU. Marvel Rivals at 1080p medium settings got 60 plus FPS, and Ghost of Tsushima we ran at 1440p and took advantage of Intel upscaling and got an average of 60 plus FPS. And lastly, our 3D Mark score was 12,914, which is a 6 cent per point score for this system. One thing to mention as well, Intel GPUs tend to do really good in 3D Mark benchmarks. They kind of tailor them to do that, so take those numbers with a grain of salt, but all in all, through all the benchmarks we tested, this is a really awesome PC, and shout out again to Newegg for sponsoring this video. If you want to build this PC yourself using Newegg, links in the description down below will be affiliates. They will help us out.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So guys, the PC Bros are actually going to be giving away a gaming PC similar to this one, but even more expensive. It's going to have a B580 in it. We do these giveaways every single month, and you can also buy a PC from PC Bros as well.
PCBros.tech. We sell awesome gaming PCs at great prices. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You'll save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.